Ready for liftoff. Today's deep dive is taking us on a wild ride to explore what it would take to build a spaceship capable of interstellar travel. We're talking huge distances, immense speeds. And get this, a ship that repairs itself using AI and nanotechnology. Sounds like something straight out of Star Trek. But the research you've been doing dives into whether this futuristic tech could actually become a reality.
And it's fascinating stuff. What's really striking is how these seemingly sci-fi concepts you've gathered actually connect back to real scientific principles. It's like, taking today's cutting-edge research and stretching it to imagine what might be possible centuries from now.
It definitely sparks the imagination. And speaking of sparking the imagination, remember Oumuamua, that interstellar object that cruised through our solar system back in 2017, a 400-meter-long cosmic visitor just passing through. Got a lot of people wondering what else might be out there.
Oumuamua was a total enigma. It really threw a wrench in a lot of our assumptions.
Right.
And even though the most widely accepted theory is that it was a naturally occurring object, its strange acceleration and lack of a cometary tail, well, it did get some scientists thinking it could be something more, like maybe even a light sail, a type of spacecraft propulsion.
It's mind-blowing to think about. It makes you wonder, though, if we wanted to catch up to something like Oumuamua, what would it take? I mean, our fastest spacecraft right now is the Parker Solar Probe. And it's fast, but
The Parker Solar Probe is truly impressive, yeah. It uses the sun's gravity to hit speeds over 400,000 mph. But even with that incredible speed, scaling that technology up to a spacecraft even the size of Oumuamua, and then propelling it across the vast distances between stars, well, that's a whole other challenge.
it's like trying to win a snail race with a cheetah. The cheetah is fast, but can it keep that pace up for a marathon? Or in this case, a journey of light years.
Exactly, and that's why some of the concepts you found are so intriguing, like the idea of a spaceship engine housed inside a gigantic tube. We're talking a structure so large it would practically be a city in itself.
Yeah. And to power this mega engine, your research points to some pretty intense energy sources. We're talking nuclear fusion, maybe even antimatter reactions.
It sounds like science fiction, right? But the idea of a containment tube, it actually mirrors the magnetic confinement systems they're already testing in experimental fusion reactors, of course. Shrinking down a star's power source to fit inside a reactor is one thing. Scaling that up to something capable of interstellar travel, that's a whole other ballgame.
It's like we're talking about building a skyscraper by starting with a grain of sand.
In a way, yeah.
But let's say, just for a moment, that we could actually build an engine that powerful. How in the world would you even begin to build something that could contain that much energy?
You're hitting on one of the biggest hurdles with this whole concept.
I bet.
We're talking about materials that can withstand temperatures and forces that would vaporize anything we use today. It would be like, trying to hold back the sun with a sheet of paper.
And it's not just the heat, right? There's also the radiation and the pressure from the engine itself. It's like the ultimate engineering challenge.
Absolutely. And that's why your research on advanced materials is so relevant. Things like carbon nanotubes and graphene. These materials have incredible heat resistance and strength. But even then, we'd need to engineer them on a scale and with a precision that's just unimaginable with our current technology.
It's almost like we need to rewrite the laws of physics just to get started.
It might feel that way sometimes.
But that's what makes this so fascinating.
It really is.
We're exploring the very edge of what's possible, pushing the boundaries of science and imagination. And who knows, maybe someday, these seemingly impossible technologies will become the key to unlocking the secrets of the universe.
I like the way you think. Building the engine is just the first hurdle, really.
Oh, I imagine. It's not like we can just slap some duct tape on it and call it a day, right?
Not quite. We're talking about a structure that would make the International Space Station look like a toy.
And it's got to be strong enough to withstand micrometeoroids, cosmic rays, the works. Yeah, this is definitely next-level engineering.
Exactly. And then there's the question of keeping everything running smoothly on a journey that could last for centuries. We need to think about maintenance on a whole new scale.
Yeah, imagine having to send an astronaut out to tighten a bolt on something that big, while it's hurtling through space at a fraction of the speed of light.
It's not exactly a practical solution, is it?
Not really. So how do we even begin to tackle that challenge?
That's where things get really interesting. Your research on self-healing materials and AI, well, it offers a potential solution.
Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff.
Yeah.
Self-healing spaceship. Sounds like something straight out of a comic book.
It might sound far-fetched, but the underlying principles are rooted in some very real science.
So how does it work? Does the spaceship have some kind of immune system or something?
In a way, yeah. Imagine a material embedded with billions, maybe even trillions of tiny robots called nanobots.
Nanobots.
Yeah.
Like those microscopic machines we're always hearing about.
Exactly. These nanobots would act as a kind of microscopic repair crew, constantly monitoring the ship for any damage, and then swarming in to fix it before it can even spread.
So it's like having a billion little mechanics working around the clock.
Precisely. But these mechanics are so small they can manipulate matter at a molecular level, so a tiny crack in the hull, or a bit of wear and tear on a critical component, they could repair it before it even becomes a problem.
That's incredible. So the ship would essentially be able to heal itself.
Exactly. And the beauty of the system is that it would be proactive.
Yeah.
Rather than waiting for something to break down, the nanobots would be constantly working to prevent damage from happening in the first place.
Okay, that's seriously cool. But what about the AI? What role does it play in all of this?
The AI is like the brains of the operation. It would be responsible for monitoring the ship's systems, analyzing data from the nanobots, and making sure everything is running smoothly.
So it's like the AI is conducting the orchestra of nanobots, making sure they're all playing the right tune.
I like that analogy. The AI would be essential for coordinating the actions of trillions of nanobots, making sure they're deployed effectively and efficiently.
Okay, so we've got self-healing materials, we've got an AI calling the shots. It's starting to sound like we're building the ultimate spaceship.
We're definitely pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
But that's what makes this so exciting, right?
Absolutely.
So we've got this incredible self-healing spaceship zipping through the cosmos, repairing itself with nanobots. But it still feels like we're missing one crucial piece of the puzzle. Where are the humans in all of this? Are we just along for the ride?
That's a question a lot of people ask, and it's understandable. With all this talk of AI and automation, it's easy to imagine a future where humans are obsolete.
Yeah, especially when it comes to something as complex and potentially dangerous as interstellar travel.
Right. But I think that view underestimates the importance of human ingenuity and adaptability.
So you're saying we wouldn't just be passive passengers on this journey?
Not at all. In fact, I believe humans would play a vital role in ensuring the success of any interstellar mission.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Well, for starters, even with the most advanced AI, there are bound to be unexpected challenges and situations that require human intuition and problem-solving skills.
Well, we're talking about those moments where you need a human to think outside the box.
Exactly. AI is great at following pre-programmed rules and algorithms, but when it comes to dealing with the unknown, there's no substitute for human creativity and ingenuity.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's not just about troubleshooting, right?
No, not at all. Humans would also play a crucial role in things like scientific discovery and exploration. Imagine landing on a new planet, or encountering a previously unknown phenomenon. Those are the moments where human curiosity and the desire to understand the universe would truly shine.
That's an incredible thought. So it's not about humans versus machines. It's about humans and machines working together.
Exactly. It's about leveraging the strengths of both. The AI could handle the routine tasks, the constant monitoring and data analysis, while humans could focus on the big picture, the strategic planning and decision-making.
A true partnership.
Exactly.
This has been an incredible deep dive. We've covered so much ground, from the mind-boggling physics of interstellar travel to the incredible potential of self-healing materials and AI-powered nanobots. It's clear that while the challenges of reaching for the stars are immense, so too are the rewards.
And the most exciting part, we're just scratching the surface of what's possible.
Thanks for joining us on this journey to the future of space travel. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep looking up at the stars.